Ugh. You dick. Asshole. job. And yeah. Bro, that's it. Hi, Sky. Just running a dungeon for Maze. Good Tuesday. Oh, so y'all probably don't care, but I like to talk about stuff that's happening anyway. I got Borderlands 3 in from Gamefly yesterday and spent a couple of hours playing with my friend Dr. Hoovian. Now, I like the Borderlands series quite a bit. Like, it's fun. Especially fun to play with friends. I just started Borderlands 3. You can tell they really outdid themselves on this one. Like, they really went for it. Just all the aesthetics in it are extremely pleasing. Like, if you have a gun that has a, like, there are some guns that have, like, an underbarrel attachment. Well, you spin the whole barrel around when you switch to it. So it's like you're turning the whole barrel around, and you see your character do it. If you have two different zoom modes, you can see on other people, when they're switching the zoom, you can see the, like, ACOG scope or whatever, move and extend. A lot of little details like that are just awesome to look at. The guns look great. The skills so far have been a lot of fun. It's highly impressed so far. They really went all out. Yeah, man, the attention to, like, little details on the guns like that is extremely satisfying. Oh. Stupid interrupt. I hate this bull every time. I do. I hate that bull. It's the most garbage bull in, like, any dungeon. Any dungeon in this game so far. This bull. Agreed. Hey, white mage. Or, sorry, not a white mage, red mage. You know... Screw off by 4 seconds. Hi healer, would you like to not heal? Yeah, it's basically what the toad does, because if he pulls me with the tongue, it interrupts the spell cast, and that's what happened. Otherwise, I think we could have got out of that. I was about to be right on the cure 2s. We were about to pull ahead in the health. That pull just sucks, period. Like, when it goes wrong, it goes really wrong. Because if a toad pulls somebody off the cliff, if you accidentally fall, if one of the jumps you get hit by and knocks you off, the toads get added in later, and then grab the healer. Like, it can just go wrong in so many ways. It really is. It really is just a terrible pool. Like, I've learned that. I was really upset when I, like, got people killed the first time running this dungeon. But it's just a bad pool. It's just... now that I'm more wise playing this game, it's just bad. Oh, good, this boss. I like this boss. It's really not that difficult. Not that difficult as long as I don't screw up. Like, really, this is a lot on me. Because of this, right here. Because of the ads. If you've never seen me run this dungeon. There are ads that you can't do anything about. and they're constantly like dropping rocks and stuff. Like, people will get hit eventually like that because there's no hey, you're about to get hit. Like, you just get hit. But as long as I stay up on the healing, it's not bad. As long as I stay up on having regen. It's just more mana efficient than casting Medica every time somebody gets hit. Because you'll burn through your MP really fast that way. Regen lasts long enough. I checked it. Joke! It's a joke! Select your pool. Who's hitting me? You! I'm like, trying to figure out, there's one enemy hitting me. Like, I can heal it. It's not a big deal. It's just bothering me because I didn't even see it. Jerk. Like, where? Ah, half in the wall? What do you mean you didn't see? Yeah, you stand in it, because I'm going to heal you. Cool. Done and done. I love that region's good in this game. It makes me happy. I wish I had more regions. Like, I wish I had a second region. Oh, that'd be so good. I kind of do with Asylum at 52, but because it's only an area, you have to stand in the area, and nobody does. Because I guess white mages just never cast the spell. It's not a great spell, to be honest. Like, it's really not. But I'm still trying to use it. You seem really happy today. Oh, just have a lot of energy today. I was excited when I can talk about games. Like, new games I'm playing and really enjoying. Or, like, Let's Plays that I'm enjoying. When I have positive things to say. See, I used to be the opposite. That's the fun part. I used to like healing spells that have a bunch of, like, cure, for example. Like, bigger healing spells. Like, greater heal from WoW and stuff like that. But, as, I guess, time has passed, a lot of time has passed, to be honest. Playing 14, I like regen spells a lot more. What do you target? And you say, oh. Oh, got it, okay. It's usually me that gets targeted, that's why that threw me off. I was like, what? It's not me? How can that be? I love this boss fight, by the way. I like the idea behind it. It's not that difficult, really. As long as everybody pays attention. Yeah, because I've been so focused on the fighting, I haven't really listened too much to the music for, because I love this boss theme. Love it. It's a great boss theme. But I haven't really paid attention to the ones in Heavensward. Like, they're there, and I'm like, yeah, it's really good. Get out of the way. Ow, cute. That's that. But I haven't really paid attention to it like here, where I can really pay attention to it, because I know how the fight's gonna go. Cool beans. Left before I could give the, wish people would stay just a little bit longer. Aw, neither of them gave me the, gave it to me, that's that. The player commendation, there we go, blanked out there. You got one? Nice. Okay, that's cool. I wanted to give the, yeah, fist pump, woo. I like the, I wish people would stay just a little bit longer, so I can make sure I give the player commendation out, because I like to do that. Because I would have liked to have given it to this guy. Or, this lady. Workout. Yeah, one guy that left missed out. Yeah, there are just so many ways it can go wrong. Like, it's easy to pull everything. Like, just everything gets pulled. Because they are close together. And like I said, if you maneuver wrong, then you fall off, and then that's a whole nother terrible scenario. There's a lot of things in that can go wrong. I haven't really worked on this book yet. I need to. All I've done are 2 of the dungeons. Yes, oh, hold on. Alright, hold on. I gotta look something up now. Well, it's Final Fantasy music, done by the man who does Final Fantasy music. So, of course, the music is just gonna be top-notch. It's just gonna be some of the best music you hear. Period. I always mess up his name, so I'm not gonna say it. But it's always top tier, like always the best. And you get it here, like this is just the music here in Ishgard it's always full Final Fantasy music. It's so good. Okay. My wife just sent this to me, so I had to look it up. So sorry for just sitting here on the screen. Pizza Hut now has stuffed Cheez-Its. You know Cheez-Its, like the little cheese crackers that you can eat? Cheez-Its? Okay. They're taking like a giant, like a big Cheez-It and stuffing it with mozzarella cheese. So it's like pizza, but shaped like a big Cheez-It. What? How? Even? Yeah, I'm gonna link this. I'll pull this up on the computer. I pulled it up on my phone. My wife sent it to me. Let me find it on the computer. I'm gonna link it. This looks crazy, and I'm intrigued. I want to try it. Be like, what is this? Okay, we'll go with we'll go here. There's cheese in my cheese. I love cheese, by the way. Like, I super love cheese. Cheeseception. Okay, so it looks like it's pizza, quote unquote, but like square pizza, and then stuffed with moss. Pepperoni also available. Now that would be really interesting. Single order comes with 4 large squares, cheese baked crust, so like a Cheez-It tasting baked crust, and then mozzarella inside, and of course comes with marinara sauce for dipping. starting is available for a limited time nationwide starting today. I am super intrigued. So apparently it's $650 for 4? I don't know. Depends on how big they are. Now it looks good, right? Yeah. Well, when Knight sent it to me, I was like, she just sent the text. I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good, but it looks good. You know, like Divot, like I'd be interested to see just how big they are. Like if it'd be worth $650, or you're kind of paying for the novelty. It looks tasty. Because again, I love cheese. I wish it came with ranch instead of marinara, though. It's always marinara, but I don't like marinara. It gives me heartburn. But it's super intriguing. Intriguing enough, I might... Knight will probably want to try it, too. If we get them, I'll let you know. I'll let you all know about what I thought of them. I think I have this one in 4 more. I kind of want to continue the story, but I kind of feel like just talking and working on the book instead, because I could do that easily. Do a little bit of story. When last I saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even the Sky Steel Manufactory. But let's not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. Question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he'll be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it. Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy See's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emmanuel is about. Let's... What are you? I believe I can... Let's take that. See what this is. I believe I can fly. Headgear specifically designed for flying chocobo. Believes your chocobo capable of reaching still greater heights. Whew! Pardon me for saying so, friend, but you stink. Rude? I mean, I probably do. Not an unpleasant stink, mind you. Rather, you stink of chocobo. A distinctive scent for which I must confess a certain fondness. Well, that's why you work in the stables, right? Not the musky aroma of a wild bird, nor the common scent of a rental chocobo who has carried thousands. That's cool! Now that sounds awesome. Literally a list of bosses you encounter in the World of Darkness in FF3. Okay, that's cool. Yours is distinct, singular, and true. Would I be correct to surmise that you're the proud owner of your very own bird? Yes. Of course I am. As a chocobo trainer, I practically sleep in these stables. Gives you a nose for this sort of thing. Yeah, catch my drift. But enough about me. You must tell me all about your faithful steed. Well, his name is Lantern. And he is a great chocobo. Lantern, is it? Fine name, that. Issued to you by your grand company, you say? I know the grand companies of Eorzea to have many fine birds in their ranks. But if all you say is true, I dare say your bird is a particularly stalwart specimen. Lantern is? What's that? Your bird has even been trained in the Fortim's methodology? I knew I detected a cultured aroma in that scent. Why, I've not sniffed such a remarkable bird in 10, 20 years. Such singular strength and intellect. Why, it would not surprise me if your bird could learn to fly. Oh, I assure you, this is no jest. While it is true that only chocobos black of feather are natural-born flyers, there are records of other breeds that have been trained to take the skies. Over time, yes. I can understand your skepticism, but to a student of chocobo breeding such as myself, this is little surprise. After all, the flyers and the flightless possess common ancestry. The grounded birds do not lack the physical capacity, but they have merely forgotten how for lack of necessity. They don't need to fly, so they don't know how to fly. I dare say that if any chocobo can be trained to take to the heavens like his feathered forefathers, it's your lantern. What say you, friend? Brother Priofox is a chocobo trainer at Tailfeather, and something of an expert in these training methods. Bring your bird to him, and I tell you, friend, the sky is the limit. Alright, I'm down for that. We'll definitely do that later. For now, we need to last vigil, I believe. So many games to play. It's a great problem to have. So, like that Master Dragon Soul. Correct. Never gets old. While it's a great problem to have, it's still a problem. Quest names. Get off our lake. I love the quest names in this game so much. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old boy? Well, I trust. Search a Sid Garland, you say? Say no more. Taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he's been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. Any case, Garland Work employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Syndrel. Must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. Let's. Two future projects, Borderlands 3, this game. Which I do love. Love for it. Too much to play. I know. Like I said, it's a fantastic problem to have. You know, no doubt. But it is still a problem. Hey, this outfit's awesome. Like, Syndrel, Alphanod, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I'm sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? You say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravonians would fly rings around her. And if they took it in their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. Excuse me. There must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we can employ. Justinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mist, but we do not know for how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. Thumbs up. Probably best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory is not far. Okay. Sid has some kind of ideas. Let's give your little toy a field test. Okay. Let's go. Sky Steel. I struggle finding games that are relatively cheap and easy on computers. Sad. Indie games are a great way to start in that way, yeah. Little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one. Huh?
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Sounds cool. Oh, it's this thing. I've seen people fly these. So cool looking.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the Tiny Bronco.
Tiny Bronco. Good reference. FF7 reference.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them.
Correct.
They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution.
Agreed.
I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
A little upset I didn't think of it myself. You've taught them well.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
What's that?
The energy conversion ratio is bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
Okay.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
But it's a fantastic start. They built a Magitech jet engine, basically.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
I don't have to forgive the pun. That's awesome. Get it? Takes off. Hey! Hey, Tataru, what's up?
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace the Sultana.
What about her?
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds.
Thanks, Sid.
You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Got it. I'm sure Biggs and Wedge will figure out something along with Sid, of course. We are definitely needed elsewhere. A general summons. General Raban says they may have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts, and he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Sindel. Pressing though Ishgard's plight may be, our presence here will not serve to hasten the Mana Cutter's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Thanalan and lend what aid we may. Totaro, have our friends of the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but that will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphinaud. To the waking sands, warrior of light. 'Tis past time Ulda was delivered from this darkness. Agreed. Oh, that's... well, we can have some super crazy, crazy adventure. Like there. As that is starting the next Hildebrand storyline. Might do that tomorrow. Man, I love the level 60 armor for the white mage. It looks slick. Did a good job. Good to see you.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
Good. Looks a lot better. I like this cloak. And the bull. I was hoping for a Magitech arm. I was really hoping so.
I gather you have made progress in the search for Her Grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Julala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
That's so.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery.
Okay.
There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
Oh, really?
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
No chance.
It lends some weight to Julala's claims, aye. Her Grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady-in-waiting, Meriel.
Of course, the lady in
We
waiting.
sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Let's do it then.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and Being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, warrior of light? Will you lend me yours?
Absolutely. I'm with you.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way.
Yeah.
Come, my friends. For Nanamo, and for Uldar!
Yeah! Awesome! I don't think you ever learn who Papa Shan is when you don't start the game at Ulda. Yeah, I have no clue who he is. As always, thank you, Lady Yagiri. Our target is Muriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. We have? Our sources indicate she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Muriel is still in hiding there. Former captain of the Sultan sworn. It's like captain of the guard? Sultana's personal elite guard. Oh, fancy. Okay, so... Okay. Former captain of the Sultana's personal elite guard. That's awesome. Best of the best kind of territory. Captain of the best territory. Cool. The Sultan Sworn are also basically the Paladin order of this game. Oh, awesome! So, he was super cool. That's really neat. Yeah, that's super neat. Love lore like that. Do I know anything of any returning residents? Gosh, don't tell me they're starting to come back! My masters will not be pleased to hear this. Because I'm not used to being down here. Never talked to you. What brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Mariel, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ulda, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Oh, she can stay here. That's fine. There's Dulala. Gather all the players together. This has gone on long enough. I agree. God damn it, where is she? I'll tear this place apart if I must. Fact? Easy now, General. We don't want her bolting down some other hole. Like, calm down. Danielle. Miriam? She's here. Left the city for good, she says. Rarely leaves her house, though. Closest one to the market entrance. Oh, good. market entrance. It's the one closest to where we enter. That is an interesting spell for Danielle. Found you. Stare.
You are Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
Oh yeah, we're high.
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me.
Oh no. Nope.
General Alden.
The most surrounded.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Maybe. Kind of want to cut you down too. I don't care what your reasons were.
Lonorito, you best talk fast.
I'm with Raban on this one. You best talk fast. I know you may have saved the Sultana and whatever. I don't care. You best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega.
True, but the general putting into that real fast.
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn. A new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Meriel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison.
So much bull. All he cares about is money. Does it profit me little to destabilize our government? I'd be losing money after all. You're hardly
You
better.
should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
I don't care. He gets cut down anyway.
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
Oh yeah, and just cutting off the arm. All part of the plan. I should cut you down right now.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit had sworn to serve.
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine.
Oh man, can we just cut him down now?
Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Brave's initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution.
Ooh, that's stale.
Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things.
I hadn't forgot about
What
them.
was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilbird's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended.
I don't give up.
Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
Oh, hell no.
The hells we will!
Thank you!
Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Yes! Let's do it!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial?
And?
Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law.
And? Then I'll do it.
If you would, Lord Lolorito?
No. This is where I step in front. I judge you guilty.
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation.
Gesture about my staff about
You
being
will
shoved.
find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Boy, that smirk. I want to wipe it off. Wipe it off his face. Alphinaud, you've learned a lot. And you're wise and you're getting wiser and more shrewd.
Rauban Alden.
We need to find
You
a way.
are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo. And together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
That's bull, and you know it! Because a new age of prosperity, it's gonna be no different than it just was. Oh, this is crap. Yeah, it was, and of course I see through it. This is bull. I hope Alphinaud finds a way to outplay them. By the 12, I feared Lord Lodorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect he, of all people, would give us the means to rouse the Sultana. Yeah, but he's just playing a game. I hate it. Awakening in Ul'dah. Alphinaud would see this dark chapter in Ul'dah's history brought to a close. Oh, right. I have levels to clear that. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Oh, this rubbed me the wrong way in so many ways. I hate games like that, and being outplayed like that just irks me. First teleport, didn't do the second. Just how messed up the situation in Ul'dah is, that was something relatively good happening. Yeah, that this is something relatively good happening. Oh, he thinks he's so smart and so shrewd, Lord Lodorito. Give him the tell the Adelechi treatment, see how he likes it. Lieutenant General Raban mentioned you'd be coming right this way. My staff has a point, just that's simple. Having a person Shinra, I can do it to him. This person Shinra was brought up by Maze, who looks awesome in the remake trailer, by the way, as a side note. I like the stuff, Moogle and Hatchling. I'm glad that Nanamo's awake.
I was having the longest dream.
Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands. Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber.
Well, that's good to hear.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens. Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition.
So that's the person with all the chips and all the money.
'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias, yes.
Great reference.
'Twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
Offensive tactics reference.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear.
Oh,
I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and lady, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
I still moved to impale you, but oh well.
'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future, and I must do the same.
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want me to cut down Illibird? I will.
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
Oh, that's sad.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Illibird, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low.
I'm sorry, Alphanon.
I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
It's good to have you regardless. Blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil. The fact remains, there's no man alive in whom I would rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might have never emerged from beneath the pale of my despair. A brave resolution. Alphinaud would know how things stand at the Rising Stones. Still no word from Master Garland. Hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I'm assured that her grace will make a full recovery. Aye, and Ulda too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yugiri, a question, if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You'll be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Revenant's Toll when they learned of Captain Illibird's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphinaud. To me? I see. I am grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. I will return to Ishgard. I must go to the Rising Stones and thank the stalwarts for their service. It shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Sindral? You were there at the company's inception. 'Tis only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Of course. With you, my good friend. Yay, level 3. Yep, sure did. I did think he was a villain at the beginning. He had that vibe. But oh, how wrong I was. Hey, look who it is. It's good that he's here. Commander? You're alive? You're alive! Wait, Commander? You're alive? And Sindral too. I knew you'd scrape through. My splendid Crystal Braves. I have wronged you. All of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Ah, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a slight messier than we expected, aye? But we're still fighting for the freedom of all. Just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye! You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you've a mind to say, and we haven't none of it. Good, good, good. We've talked it over, see, and we all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander, Alphinaud, our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Minfilia and the others. See, Alphinaud, even with everything, how it fell down, you still imparted some good. Like, real good in the world. Maybe I should think that way too. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Put hand on shoulder. Did good. Pray excuse me. I thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know I'm not worthy of their loyalty, Sindral. Yeah, you are. I'll protest. You are. But as Thalek is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. I'm the exception to the rule. Ready to fly. I must speak of future plans with the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm. Specifically, Urianger and the Waking Sands, and Tataru and Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufacturer. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Got it. 'Twould seem the old ones no longer require my services. I shall return to the search for our missing companions. I don't know if you know, but during that goddamn feast, Philemon got ambushed by some 3rd Unit curs over in Limsa. I'm told she danced free of their noose, though. Ain't heard nothing since. But my guess is she's lying low somewhere in the port. We'll find the missing Scions, I promise you. Between us and the immortal flames, no stone in Eorzea will be left unturned. Scrutinize the Scions' records. They should provide us with likely locations to which the missing Archons might have fled. Put your mind at ease. It is for work just such as this we have been trained. Sindral Dragonsoul, I joined the Crystal Braves in the hopes of following in your footsteps, and I do not regret the decision. Not even for a moment. Must repair the damage of our minds are to focus. Where to begin? Repair everything! First things first, put the rising stones in order. Can't have the Archons return to their headquarters such as shambles. Sent Shinobi to spy upon the brass blades, and it would seem that Ida and Papalemmo's resistance accounted for a sizable number of the company's soldiers. All we know for certain, however, is that our friends' corpses were not found amongst the bodies they left behind. A sizable number. First, we're going to go here. She laid low for 15 years before, didn't she? Yeah, something like that. Philemon. Philemon, however you're supposed to pronounce it. Oh, he must be the one Arnalon spoke of. Arnalon? No mistake here. Scent of a remarkable bird. Bird destined for the heavens. Why are we talking when we could be flying? Yes, let us begin the training without further ado. The process of teaching a flightless chocobo to soar involves awakening the instincts of its flying forebears that lie dormant within. The most effective way to do so is allow it to experience the life of a wild bird. Take the chocobos that run free throughout the chocobo forest. These birds subsist on wild fruits and berries. But to secure sustenance, they must fight for their lives against the various hordes of vicious insects. If your landed were to experience the thrill and fear of staring down the bee clouds of Dravania, it might not be long before the blood of a flyer stirs within those veins. With your chocobo summon, slay Dravonian bee clouds in the chocobo forest. Okay. Let's go! Oh yeah, I have something else here too. Search for the nameless one. Do that later. Oh, she's super skilled at it. She wasn't just a celebrity. She was like a star celebrity, like an A+ celebrity. And to be able to just disappear off the face of the earth like that, the face of Eorzea, she's really good at hiding. Do it! Now report back. And look for the nameless one. Because I'm here. Hatchling. Yay! Is excited. Name this one. She'll also have hatchling. Hi. Yes, we are the nameless one. Have you been sent by the storyteller? Yes. Tell your hunter friend to release me at once. We are not of the one mind. We are Vath. I don't care if he's a two-headed bandersnatch. He isn't going anywhere. I'm detaining him for stealing our resources. Normally, I'd say we're more lenient than the Nath in terms of territory, so long as they don't hunt in excess or attack us. But this overgrown vilekin comes and gobbles up all the geisho grains we laid in our traps. Enough bait to keep a drove of chocobos sated for days. Gone! With nothing to show for it. So hungry we were. Could not help ourselves. Unable to hunt. Unable to forage. We are no different from a parasite. If only we could find a way to release ourselves from this pitiable way of life. Well, you insist. Well, if you insist. You misunderstand. Spare us our life. It is all we have. Aye, spirit he will. Stop tormenting the poor creature, Grimold. You didn't know any better. So messed up. Well, if you insist. We ain't savages, but we ain't charitable neither. You'll have to pay us back for the greens you ate. And seeing as you don't have anything of value on you, looks like you have to work off your debt. Last I checked, we're running a mite low on arrow shafts. Harvest me some Milia branches, and we'll call it square, eh? Very well. Release us. We shall do as you say. Course, I ain't fool enough to let him go off alone. I'd ask that you see it that the beastman don't flee from his debt. And if he does, I'll have every hunter from here to the 100th throws after him for delivery. Understand? Got it. We are free. Much appreciated, Hunter. Now then, to the smoldering wastes. See, the training goes well. Excellent. In the Chocobo Forest, your bird experienced the thrill of battle and heard its own ears the buzzing of those inferno beasts. Yeah, I love it because that's such a kid. You know, actually, explore. Yeah. Many scholars posit that this sound plays an important role in awakening the dormant abilities of a flightless bird. Most chocobos that we export are captured not long after they leave the nest. Likely your bird is hearing these sounds for the first time in its life. Now for the next stage in the training. Chocobo must feel the same wind that its ancestors once knew. And yet this wind blows in a place that the average bird would be hard-pressed to reach. Fortunately, your Chocobo has a keen sense of smell, and that's where you come in, friend. Travel to the highest points near Tailfeather and Falcon's Nest. Let the wind embrace you, and let your bird take on the scent. Surely this will go far to awaken the memories of Lantern's high-flying forebears. Naming of the path. Believe I can fly. Where's the other one? Oh, and Falcon's Nest as well. Okay, I don't have the Churning Mist, but I have the other two. So that's fine. We can do this the easy way. Stopped paying attention to where we were flying, my bad. The crisp winds of the Dravonian forelands envelop you. What memories will they awaken within Lantern? Alright. I'm really interested in this Chocobo quest, so we're going to go do it. So teleport to Falcon's Nest. fly from there. What you see is what you get. Eye in the sky. Sphenopalantin ganglion. That's a super tough one. Land of the Freeze. Oh look, chocobo tracks. And the chocobo footprints. That's great. The brisk winds of growth has developed you. What memories will they awaken within Lantern? Report back. Also, I believe I can fly. I believe. Smell the winds upon you, friend. I have no doubt that the same can be said of your faithful lantern. With this, your bird's training is complete. Final stage of training is yours. You need only learn to read the winds that you might lead your chocobo safely and surely upon them. To read the winds, you must be attuned to the currents of aether. Yes, read them well, send your bird soaring high into the heavens. Be proud of Lantern, friend, for only the bravest and brightest of birds succeed in learning to fly. I gladly give this as a reward to the both of you. Be well, and may we meet again in the skies above. Headgear designed specifically for flying chocobos. Lantern is learning to fly. Yay! Walking on sunshine. Nice. Yay! I could watch this for a while. It's so cute. Yay! Letting line it. That's awesome. See, even the achievement names are on point. Let the sun shine in. I like that. That's what this reminds me of. Yay! Just kid, yay! You know, as kids do. It's adorable. Let's go, Lantern! In the inventory. Which I can't do while I'm flying. Now I have this. How does it look? Oh, like a pilot's cap, like an old-time pilot's cap. Oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of like it. I'm gonna go with that, but still have the Warrior of Light armor because the Warrior of Light armor looks awesome. And that's all I have, actually. Cool. Go with that. Well then, the storyteller must be waiting for us. We make for Los Aspas. You must keep your word. Yes, we know. If we flee, we will never again be able to move freely. To the non-mind, independence is all. If we take too long, the hunters will surely come after us. Kind hunter, will you help us? We will not ask you to bear the entire burden. One sapling should be enough. We will gather the rest on our own. I really like the music in this area too, but moving around is more important to me. Oh, that's right. It's our level. Now the Lantern can fly, which is awesome. Have you the branch? Yes, right here. When fashioned into an arrow shaft, it is less likely to split when loose. Many thanks for this. Now let us return to the hunter's camp and be done with it. Oh, call me a Chocobo's uncle. I'm impressed. You give me more than your debt called for. These branches will make for fine arrows. We've usually gotta send a whole party of hunters together this much. What with the Milish thrashing about and the Nath lurking in the brush. Even with those scrawny arms and legs, you proved more useful than I thought. We were useful? Aye, I would say so. To be honest, I didn't expect you to come back with so much. Or come back at all, for that matter. We too will be honest. We thought to flee, but this hunter persuaded us to stay. But we were useful? I said you were, didn't I? In fact, I'll tell you what. Since you brought me more than a fortnight's worth, I'll even give you a small reward. Second Geishel greens to take home to your kin. Reward? You mean more of those tasty greens? For being useful? We tried to find a way to be useful in Loth Asbath. We tried, but we could not find our purpose. Well, we hunters ain't like to turn away a extra pair of hands, beastmen or not. And we offer fair pay to adventurers willing to take on the more dangerous tasks. Ain't that right, Syndrome? I suppose that's true. Adventurer? Those who would travel to the wilds of their own accord? Risk life and limb all for the sake of these rewards? That's not entirely incorrect. Huh. Anyway. Such excitement, such fortune, we want to become an adventurer. Can't say I've come across an adventurer who requested Geishel greens as a reward, but we'd be willing to compensate for honest work. If it's food you're after, I'm sure we could arrange for some spare cuts of meat too. More crunchy greens and juicy flesh, enough to feed our colony. We will relay this to the storyteller at once. Trading is useful. Tea time. Thank you, Hunter, for bringing our nameless brother back. We hope he was not a burden on you. He is no hunter, storyteller. He is an adventurer. And we are a burden no more. Look what we have brought you. Hum nom nom. What strange-looking plants, yet they have a delightfully bitter taste. I have a lot of that plant on me, actually. 900 or something. We have other good news. We have found our purpose. We will become an adventurer, too. If we work hard, the hunters promise to reward us with food. Food for the colony. You mean the hunters of the East? We thought it's safer to limit contact with them, but they gave you such delicious rewards. You have done well, Nameless One. With your newfound purpose, we are sure you will ease the hunger of your brothers and sisters. But trading with the hunters will not solve all our woes. Much more is required for our survival. Yes, much more. Our colony is falling into disrepair. We need metals for our defenses. We need clay for our walls. The One Mind knows this. They seek to impoverish us. A few of our non-mind brothers tried to steal such things from Loth Asnath. They never returned. The Overmind rages at what he sees as boldness, even though we are mere leeches, partaking of tiny drops of their blood. Tiny drops. Even leeches do not loathe their own host as much as we. It is shameful that we must still rely on the One Mind to survive. You can rely on us, storyteller. We shall travel the realm and offer our services in exchange for resources. We will bring back precious rewards from beyond. Travel the realm? You mean to cross the borders, hunters' borders to lands beyond? Nameless One, too dangerous. Fear not, it is what adventurers do. Explore unknown lands, meet their peoples, obtain greater rewards, strengthen the colony. You speak strongly of your purpose. Very well. Should you succeed, we can sever ourselves from the one mind completely. We can truly become our own masters. But do not become a pest, seeking work where there is none. The hunters may take offense at your eagerness to obtain rewards. How will you know when your services are required? An adventurer's guild? A place to exchange information and gather requests from others? Yeah, it's really useful. Nameless one, no such place exists here. If this is your solution, you must start your own. But I am certain you will not be alone. Some of your brothers and sisters still want for purpose. Seek them out. Start your own adventurers guild. Yeah, why not? Adventurers guild. There is much to do. But first, we will introduce you to our brothers. Come. This is the stick peddler. That's stick peddler. He peddles sticks. He lost his connection with the Overmind near the same time as we did. There was one other, but we do not see him. You mean the Keen Eye? He saw shadows fly across the colony. He was hungry. He said he would hunt the shadows east toward the river. He could not have gone far, for he fears the water. Fears it much. He would not cross the water unless it was near the bridge. Wise Vath know to avoid the bridge, for ferocious dragons often lurk near it. That was cool looking. Could it be they were the shadows that the Keen Eye saw? Brave adventurer, check the bridge while we search the area for the Keen Eye. He could be in trouble. Do not slay the dragons if you see them. Dead dragons will invite reprisals. We will lend you one of our Kongamato? We have fitted it with a contraption which sprays a putrid smoke, which irritates but does not wound. Yes, irritates. We got too close to it once. Most irritating. Most irritating. Kongamato are accustomed to fleshling riders. If you fall off, talk to the stick peddler. He will help you get back on. Ride the Kongamato to the bridge and use the spray on any ferocious dragons you see. Okay. Bug! Dragonfly? Dragonfly-ish. What's this? Can I click on it? No, it's just a light. Just a light. Okay. Oh, the music is really good. A Vista? Oh, okay. Do that in a minute. Fumigate. Evenly distributes the vast solution in a fine mist. It burns! I don't like this game anymore. Why did you do this? Yeah, dragon-like mount. That's cool. The music's How does this work? I've never done one of these. Oh, what emote? Visor? Which, with the first to try, should be lookout / lookout. Yeah, he did it! Thanks. He is the Keen Eye. He so named himself, for he never tires of discovery. He returned to the hive soon after you departed to search the bridge. We are grateful to you for your assistance. We enjoy exploring the lands near the colony, but we were careless in our search for curious things. Our nameless brother tells us he will open an adventurers guild in Lot Asfath. It was not long ago that we too yearned for purpose. We will gladly join him on his mission. Then it is decided. The Keen Eye will help us find many opportunities for adventure. Many opportunities. But our guild is not yet complete. We are unsure of the actual trade of adventuring. How to find things, how to fight things. We cannot do it without an experienced teacher. Kind adventurer, will you teach us your ways? Guide the nameless one as a mentor. Very well. Wonderful, wonderful. From now on, we shall call you as a master of the craft. Master, that's it. Leave the construction of the guild to us. The Keen Eye will be on the lookout for our hunter friends and any requests they may have. But there are very few adventurers to carry out the task for now. Very few, in fact. Only you. We're hoping you could show us how it is done. Storyteller told me he is most pleased with your deeds to our colony. Consider us friends. From now on, let us work together. For the guild! And now that we have found purpose, I shall be nameless no longer. As I long to have so deft an arm in adventure, I shall call myself Deft Arm. Shall be Deft Arm. Bath, Deft Arm. Deft Arm. And the start of an adventurers guild here in the Vath has been born. Which I think is really cool. Yay! The nameless one is now called the Vath Deft Arm, and an adventurers guild has been constructed in Loth Ostvath. The hunters of Tailfeather are now clients of the adventurers guild. Hit. Yeah, this is neat. The Non-Mind Beast Drives quest unlocked. And friendly. Now available from the Vath Keen Eye. Furthermore, you now have access to a selection of wares from the Vath Stick Peddler. Gaisho Greens? Want hit? Want Gaisho Greens? It is hatchling. It's hungry. Feed the hatchling. Increase your Chocobo companion's attack potency. Oh, what? Healing magic? Increase your Chocobo companion's max HP? Immunity? And then Gaichel Greens. How does this work? Max HP. Cool, it's like a buff. How long does it last? Probably like a food item? Wish it told me how long it lasted, but that's awesome. That's really cool. Okay. Alright, lasted till your Chocobo is unsummoned. That's neat. I'll need to clear out some more inventory space and carry some of those. Bugging the bugs. Too much to bear. The food stuff of champions. And we get relationship point. And some tombstone and black copper gil. So it's not like gil. They'll be their currency, I guess. Great Hunter, please, you must help. We have received terrible news from Tailfeather. The hunters suffer from a vermin infestation. They say the crops of tasty greens are in danger, and that is unacceptable. Tasty greens are precious to the Vath. Very precious. Our brothers and sisters will starve without them. The Kin Tamer has fitted our Kangamato with canisters of repellent to drive off the pest. Go quickly, Great Hunter. Fly to Tailfeather and spray the crops. And we still only get 12, so... The Vath less troubled. Nice. So the path less... The path less traveled, the Vath less troubled. Ah, Great Hunter. The perfect fleshling for the task at hand. Since we began helping the hunters in Tailfeather, there have been much coming and going between our two settlements. Much coming and going. But this draws unwanted attention from the forest. Wild animals are drawn to the road, attacking our brothers and the fleshlings. The road is no longer safe for traveling. There are 3 places where most attacks occur. I will mark them on your map. 3 places must be checked. Please look carefully and slay any beast you find. Okay. And the foodstuff of champions. Ain't good as you're here. We've received a request from Tailfeather. We fear only you can complete it. They ask for special paste and loam, but these are not found in Loth Asfath. No, only the Nath colony has what they seek. Please, you must sneak into the colony and take them for us. 3 bags of each should be all we require. Be warned, Great Hunter. The Nath have strengthened their defenses. We tried to sneak in, but there were too many guards. It will be difficult to enter with so many guards on patrol. Very difficult. The Beast Tribe quest, taking that quest is always that if you do a Beast Tribe quest. So whether it's here, whether it's the Sylphs. Kangamato is ready to spray the greens. Be careful, the pest repellent is very pungent. I spilled it once. The smell was too strong for me. Much too strong. Bugging the bugs. And so the Vath developed spraying crops. Pretty crazy. Spray. What the? By the God, it's everywhere. My eyes are burning. I take this was meant for the crops? I think you missed the spot, but please, I beg you, mind your aim. Oh gosh, why? I think I'm going to be ill. Huh, at least the bugs are gone now. Before you go, might take a trip to the Chocobo Forest? Those bugs have been eating up our greens every chance they get, and we have 2 traps out there using them as bait. Last thing we need is our traps to be empty before the Chocobos find them. Oh God, why didn't you move after the first time, buddy? Could I do that from up here? No. Okay. I'll have to do this first. Wrong quest. No, bugging the bugs. Here? No. Here. It marks it, which is nice. Ah! Actually, cancel being under attack. Go away! Why won't the game allow you to tell him to step out for a moment, right? Because it wouldn't be funny. Insect swarming, the Geisel Greens have been driven away. Okay, that one's done. Cool. I really like this music. Ah, right. Cool. Alright, Lantern, let's go. Cool, that HP still has the HP up. Too much to bear. I don't mind doing these because we can fly around, which is nice. Let's just get to these destinations easier. Or hurt her. Jeez. That spell does hurt. Cool. But it's on a 45-second cooldown. I thought it was a black bear. Done! Cool! Nothing appeared here. Excellent. That one was free. Bear apparent. Brown bears. Dark brown bear. Okay, it's not a black bear. I was wrong. Dark brown bear. So it's just a fancier brown bear. Because it's higher level, I guess. Done. Lastly, we need to go all the way down here. The food stuff of champions. Good. Food of champions. This could be painful. All of them being level 60. There's a bunch of them. 2. 3. Looks like we'll be okay. Maybe. 2. And 3. We're gone. Yay, flying. Let me go turn these in and done with that for the day. We'll go back to Sid. There's so much to do in this game. I love it. Bugging bugs. Are the vermin gone? The tasty greens are safe? This is good news. Yes, very good news. Hunters are always so thankful. At least, we think so. Nusa once said, "Bugger me if that ain't the best trick I ever saw." We don't quite understand. Bugs are bad for the tasty greens, yes? Why does he wish to be a bug? Doesn't understand. Doesn't understand the thing. It's fine. So we go to... Realm Reborn. Heavensward. Bath. We are friendly. And here's the Realm Reborn ones. Finish the cells. I'm stuck on the Exo because I need to up crafting some more. And I started the Sahagin, but haven't gone back. So 3 days, if we do them every day, we'll be able to be more friendly with them. Great Hunter returns, uninjured. We were right to hire fleshlings for this task. To be honest, we knew this task called for bear hunting, but they are so savage, towering high on their hind legs. Much too dangerous. Yes, much too dangerous. They are very dangerous, yes. We received this request a few days ago, but we waited. We knew waiting for fleshlings, like you, Great Hunter, would be the best plan, and we will try better in the future. Yes, next time, we will try to be braver like you. Yeah, I'm missing 2 of them. Almlaja and Cobalt. I have the Cobalt quest. I just never did it. Welcome back, Great Hunter. Were you able to find the special paste and loam? Yes. Paste and loam. Part of a strict territory regiment for 1 mine soldiers. This is it! You have done well. Yes, very well. These are a special food, reserved for elite soldiers of the 1 mine, but fleshling hunters seem to misunderstand their purpose. The paste will be given to chocobo chicks for rearing. We were not allowed to eat this paste, but it is said to be very nourishing. I suppose chocobo chicks will benefit from its nutrients. Oh, okay. Feed the little ones. Because it has lots of nutrients in it. Smart. The loam is the most nutritious of all. Yes, very nutritious. We find it strange the hunters will use this for planting gaisho greens rather than eating. Fleshlings call it by another name. Manure, was it? Ah, they use it as fertilizer. Yeah, it's very nutritious, so to help the gaisho greens grow. Pat's head. We cannot remember. Still, we thank you, Great Hunter. When next great test comes, we will be sure to call. I like those. Those are cool. Alright. Try it. Can buy ventures for 1 coin. Unidentified bone, shell, or seeds for 6. Can buy the buds. I don't know why you would spend your gil on those. Peace of mind orchestration. Oh, cool. I guess if you didn't want to pay your gil for whatever reason. Ventures, if I did more with the ventures. That is all he has for now. As we go up, he'll have more and more stuff. He loves to fly. Yes, so much he even does it in his sleep. His wings do not stop fluttering. Loves to fly. Loves to fly. Okay, very cool. More tomorrow. Try and make it a point to do those. Let's see. I guess I said we'd go see Sid. Let's do that. This is also the place where you get the mechanist job, however you're supposed to pronounce it, which uses rifles, which I did start. Here. Start at level 30. Syndrome, how in the 7 hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. We have but this moment completed the Mana Cutter's first successful test flight. It's like, how do you do it? A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. Alright, we'll have the Mana Cutter. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fortemps Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. Ah, okay. Let's see what he wants. You have fulfilled your obligations to the Oldens, then. Mistress Totoro has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these mana cutters of Master Garland's were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Eyrie, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we have kept him in the dark long enough. Yeah, probably. I mean, we tried our, tried the peaceful tactic. Sir Emmerich has been eager to speak with you. See to the Lord Commander. Negotiations failed. Now we're going to strike at the heart of the matter. We have our eye on it.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Ah, Alpana.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the mana cutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point.
That happens. A lot.
Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
Indeed it did.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
Sadly.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiaman, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
What a fight that was.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary. But with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so. And I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Lord Commander, no!
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
Good point.
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light.
Not here, I don't.
That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander.
I love that Sir Emmerich is ready to go, though.
What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury. You have shown some promise, But this adversary is far beyond your skills.
Everybody wants to help throw down. It's like, no, no. Has shown quite a bit of promise.
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
No, you can do more than just that.
Well, my friend, would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Exactly. We can do it. I have pricked Master Alphinaud's pride, I fear. But had I been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphinaud will make a fine field commander. I agree with that. But one does not practice on such an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Into the Eyrie. Mana Cutter Key. And the Aether Current. That's Aether Current missing. We've tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the Mana Cutters. Let's go take possession of the Mana Cutters. Here on Hard Times. Looking to the future. Here. Oh, okay. This game. Cinderella, old friend. Cutters are ready to go when you are. Minor adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get to where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through that wind barrier like a cement drill through cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. Well, that's about as great as guarantee as we can get. Have our thanks. You have our thanks. Come, Warrior Light. The dread worm awaits. Yes. The Eyrie now accessible. Oh man. Go fight Nidhogg. Since the death of his consort, a wary Nidhogg has surrounded his lair with a wall of tempestuous winds. After calling upon the assistance of Cid and his ingenious engineers, however, you and Estinian are now ready to breach this howling barrier on the wings of their latest airship prototype, the Mana Cutter. Join the Azure Dragoon on this, the greatest of worm hunts, and mount a direct assault upon the Eyrie. Only with the death of Nidhogg can you ensure the preservation of Ishgard, and bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Party of 4, so a light party, tank healer 2 DPS, Sink from 56. 56. Let's see. I would have Solace and Asylum like we've been having. Stone 3, which doesn't help in a fight, in like a dungeon fight like that, because I'm never casting it really. I'll be too busy healing. But we will have a size. Potency 400 damage to all nearby enemies. It's a pretty good shot on a 45-second recast. The important thing is it also is an instant cure to everybody around me. Not quite. Cure is 450. It's close. 400. And it also gives 5% MP, which is enough for a cure cast or a regen. I'm a distant on a 45-second cooldown, and it's free, so throw it while we got it. We'll have Benediction, and that'll be it for the new skills. We don't have Thin Air or Tetragrammetron. Do I want to do this today? Why not? Be the last thing I do today. Maze, you want to fight? You want to fight Nidog? Again, because I assume you've already done this. Sure. Oh, all we need is a sink. There we go. All right. Gotta pay attention here. These fights have been getting more and more challenging. These Heavensward dungeons. Have to be on the ball. First time running this. Cool with the mana cutter. Dragons everywhere. Hi! Don't mind us. Like, oh man. I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Super angry. It minded you. It sure did, didn't it? That's awesome. Single pull so we can enjoy and really look around the place. Heck yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You instantly get my commendation if I can give it in time. Alright, let's go. This is cool. See, this is way cooler looking than that other dungeon. The purple crystal looks like a heart. The air begins to crackle. Oh, the music here is really good. Time was a little off. Man, look at this place. This place is cool. Is that okay? Hey, when that happens. Oh, let's dodge that. Hey, look at this place with the thunder, the purple sky and everything. Super cool. Super neat. Right? Super cool tank. Oh, vial of X Ether. Man, I wish I could keep that with me. Oh, now we get red. That's really cool. See, and this is totally okay, because at the end of the day, the tank dictates the pace that things go. So I think that's really cool of him. Or her. This is neat. This place has a lot more color, a lot more flavor to it. Just to cure you. Thunderbolt Sprite. First boss. Akfale. Rangda. You get a lightning tether. Run behind one of the columns at the edge of the arena. One of these. Okay, cool. Okay. Lightning tether. Got it. I'll just cure that up real quick. Ow! Oh, jeez. That was dumb. Well, there wasn't anything I could do about that. Like that, he just gets stunned. Almost killed it. Might. Oh man, almost killed it. Almost got it anyway. Oh. Huh. Never noticed that. Okay, well now I know. I learned something today, if nothing else. Alright, well he gets that one. That was way more damage than I thought it was going to... we were going to be throwing out. I never knew that. Now I know. Can use the size. Use Solus if I have the time. If I have enough. Yeah. Gets one. That's fine. Let's do this again. Now I know more what I'm... Big donut light. Okay, stay fairly close to the boss. Okay, cool. I can do that then. Alright. Round 2. Still hit me. fairly close, it's right. So, I mean, you got to be right up in his face. Yeah, now I'm not taking damage from that. Okay, now we're good. Okay, that makes a huge difference. Oh. Okay, seriously, what the hell killed me that time? Okay. I really don't see what killed me that time. I didn't see a purple line. Oh, y'all are kill it. Was there a purple line? I really didn't see a purple line. Like, I was at full HP. Do you have revive as a red mage? I'm just gonna go ahead. You can't actually heal. You are a red mage. That's correct. Can't revive too low level. Okay. I feel really bad for dying. I just don't see what killed me. Alright, down we go. Like, I really don't understand. Because I was at full HP and then all of a sudden, I'm just dead. Persuaded adventurers have rubber bones. There's a red mage. If there was a purple line for like that lightning tether he was talking about, I completely missed it. Like I didn't see it at all. Stay away from the sleeping dragons. Got it. Okay. Yeah, this place looks awesome. Looks great. I feel really bad for dying on the boss twice now. Terrible way to end the stream. Final yip. Okay, then it'll yip and then the big one will wake up. Got it. Yeah, maybe I should use Cure less. Yeah, I can see what he's saying. It makes sense. And that saves me MP in the long run too. No matter of pride, I played this game for 40 years and still learn. Fair enough. I'm gonna assume this one's pretty straightforward because he says he said he made White Mage, so I appreciate him saying that too. No, you don't. Nope, I can't get rid of that. So regen you. That I can't get rid of. Again, that I can't get rid of. Go ahead and lucid dreaming. Wrong one. Wrong spell. Hey, 59. Congrats. Slash clap. Spell speed. Don't have in mind. This place looks so cool. Oh, cool. And then the pillar comes down for you to jump on. That's really neat. Oh man, that just comes down too. Don't get crushed. Oh man, another thing for you, Maze, casting. I'm gonna grab this real quick. Pot of lavender purple dye. That should definitely keep you up. Stay near the tank. He gets aggro. Whoa, okay, that got crazy. You can all be stunned. Here, come at me like that. Mapping the realm? Yeah. Oh, so Estinian is gonna weaken him. We go for it. Very important mechanics. Okay, very important mechanics. Sable price. It'll catch one of us. Never take. In a flowing fire ray prison. Okay. You have to attack. You have to attack that prison to break them free, or they die fairly fast. Lots of AoEs to dodge. Tons of ads will spawn we have to kill. They'll try to kill Estinian. Okay, now I have to keep Estinian alive. Estinian Wormblood. Be prepared to heal Estinian. If he dies, we die. Shielding bubble to protect us against Nidog's final attack. Be in the bubble. That's tank is fine. Okay. It's free. Good. Is that the prison or no? I'm gonna assume not. I assume I'm about to be prison, so heal the tank. Help! 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 I was not in that. It's a lie. Cute. Vengeance. Draconian light. 'Tis done. I'm prepared. Be in here or die. Dragon boy! My rage will consume you. You wish. Give Estinian a hug! Or die! Oh. I'm about to try to break that. Alright, good, smooth. Other than the first boss, smooth. Awesome. No, it definitely goes to the tank. He was great. That was fantastic. Fantastic tank. That smile, man. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me? Thou hast done naught to delude thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and it shall do so again.
No worm. This ends here.
His armor's all scratched up. One of the horns is broken on it. On his armor. It's you. Oh, you actually get to see his whole face. Like I said, his armor will be completely covered in the dragon's blood. He was not joking about that, was he? Like, that was not a figure of speech. He meant it.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
That's 3. Oh, there's 2 eyes. Had a Dragoon helmet, right? That was sitting there?
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Wait.
The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world.
Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon. Oh, so he was the first of the line of Dragoon, the first like Azure Dragoon. But wait, Nidhogg shall no longer linger long in this world. Hold on. Then why?
The terrible price we have paid.
My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins. And still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair.
Oh, Dismal. That's one of the houses. Dismal, I forgot how it's pronounced.
With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
Oh. It shall be my penance.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord.
A
Without a
fortress.
king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, it is plain that Ishgard has no need of a king.
So the Count's like, forefather.
But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown.
I'm gonna be a dragoon and hunt dragons.
Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
Oh man.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldrath, and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Oh man. Who are you?
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal, and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
Serve ale.
We four, then.
And that's how you got the 4 great houses. We 4.
Forton, Hylanat, Durander, and Zemai.
Zimba. And there's your 4 great houses.
But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
we keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
And thus the truth is buried. For 1,000 years. Oh. Did you see that, Estinian, or was that just me?
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded?
Just me. Darn.
You have borne witness to history.
Yep.
To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg.
Correct.
The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point.
Bye, Sky. I like that. Immutable truth. Because it's your vision. I like that. Estinian's like, your vision. So it's true.
If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Ding, ding, ding. That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's the question, right? That's the million gil question right now. If they took both eyes, Nidhogg should be no more. So what's this? Hi.
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Exactly. But right, it also has a different color than the red eye Estinian has.
'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side.
Same,
I would
Estinian.
fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore.
I'm with you. We're not being told we're not getting the entire story. It's weird, but I kind of like that red tint to his armor now. I'm used to how he looked, like either a dragoon having bluish or kind of blackish armor, but that red armor does look good. Though Nidhogg is fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and the stain of corruption pleases me not. When all is put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. It's like, all this corruption in the armor. It's like, It looks cool, but I get it. Just, I don't want it. Free bird churning mists. Let's go ahead and get this going here, too. I wouldn't want to wear that either. Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't want to wear it either. The mana cutter. So cool. Oh, then the sail comes up. That's neat. Okay. Very cool. The song begins. Ascendian would know the origin of Nidhogg's mysterious eye. I've got a guess. From people dressed in a black robe, except for one. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Resvelga remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at Zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Yeah, I definitely want to know the truth. So you saw that all the way back up there. But we're going to do that tomorrow. A little longer stream. That's always fun. Had a great time. Hope you all did as well. Fun today. It was fun today. Until tomorrow for more 14. Thanks for watching again. I'm Syndrome. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.